Hi everyone, my name's Electric Donkey and welcome to a GameMaker tutorial. In this video we will be finishing off our lighting with torches included, and probably getting on to a bit of how I can explain crafting. You know, I'm not going to be writing out loads of code for that, purely because we've not got an inventory. And yeah, I don't think I mentioned this, but I chose not to do an inventory purely because there's so many tutorials out there on them. So yeah, let's go into our lighting. Actually, not our lighting. We don't want our lighting. We don't know. No, we want our torch, and we're going to make a step event real quick. And what this is going to do is just check that the block that our torch is on, which we won't be able to place it yet, is destroyed. You know, our torch gets destroyed as well. So when the block is destroyed, so var gx equals script mx to gx, and then x, yeah, and var gui equals script my to gui, and then our y. Oh yeah, I forgot to say this. This won't be the most efficient way of doing it because we're using objects. We probably have quite a few objects, torches in there if you want to. You know, potentially you could put this into using the tiles that we made, but you know, for the purpose of this tutorial, I thought, you know, we'll just use objects. Object level dot grid. So we're going to check if the block that we are currently on is equal to an air block, because you know, if our block's on an air, we don't want our floating torches. That's just weird. So object player dot torch. This is the torch grid that we haven't made yet. We're going to make this later. gx gui equals 0 and instance destroy. So what we're actually going to do for our torches is make another grid for it to see whether it's is capable of like placing it there and stuff like that. So we're going to make another, well, make the torch grid. So torch equals ds grid create, and we're going to make it what we're going to make it we want it the room width div or times cell width, and then room height divided by cell height. I think that should be right. And now we can go in and make a new one, so it can be a, I don't know, key press E, because E is quite close. And I've actually copied this bit because from my other projects, but I will explain it all to you in a minute. We haven't got this script yet, so we'll get rid of that. Okay, so if object level equals bk block dirt. Okay, so what this is doing is seeing if we're getting our gx and our gy, so that's our grid and x and y position, and seeing that there's not a meeting with our mouse and our player, so because we don't want to place blocks inside our player, and to see if the torch grid doesn't have a torch in already, because otherwise you can stack them up and it makes it look really rubbish. And it's also checking to see if the actual place we are trying to place it is a block, and then it's going to create it, and then it's going to set the grid to it. Okay, so wait a minute, you know, pause it here and copy this down. So yeah, let's give this a go. This may not work, I don't know, because I haven't tested this bit. I've worked it in my other project, but that's got a few extra bits in, so I don't know whether it will or not. So let's try and place. Okay, that's an obvious issue right away. That'll be to do with the depth. So they're a similar, well, they're the same depth. So it just needs to be like -10, and that'll stick the depth a lot better. So we'll actually be able to see it. Because otherwise the blocks is at a further back, or the same depth as the objects. The blocks have been created before the object, so they go in front. Now let's give it a go. Okay, so we can see we've got our torches here. Actually, we can place them down like this. Probably want to center them. The thing. But you can probably see that we cannot place a block one on another one, and if we go and destroy them, yeah, you see it will destroy it. That is really off though, because that is not in the center of a block, so we can probably go and sort that quickly. If we center it, will that work? Actually, what we'll do is we'll put it in with a transparent border sort of thing. How big are these? 8 by 8. Yeah, so we'll just put a bit of a border on it as well, and then that will perfectly work. So yeah, let's see. Now I doubt it will this time, but yeah, that's, if anything, that's made it worse. So yeah, let's just quickly go and add a border in. So resize the canvas and make it 8 by 8, so the same size as our blocks, and you can see now it's got a bit of a border there. So now it will fit perfectly into one of our blocks, and it should be in the center. And yeah, it should look pretty damn awesome. I'll probably need to center that again. That won't work now, will it? Yeah, we'll see. Well, we will see. So let's try and just. Whoa, okay, that's really off. In fact, let's just redo this to 0 again. That'll probably work better. So I think our grid coordinates are actually at the top left, maybe. Okay, so let's try and place it on this one. Yeah, that's pretty central. Actually, that is central. Yeah, spot in the middle. And yeah, if we go and destroy it, it'll take a while. There we go. And we cannot place them on top of each other, so we can't like waste them. We can just go and light this place up a bit, and it looks pretty awesome. Actually, it looks pretty good in our Sandbox game. You know, so this probably won't work well. It won't work great in other games, but it does work pretty good in our Sandbox game. So there we have it. Slightly shorter. I would go on to our crafting right here, but it's probably taken me a while to explain it all to you guys, so I'll just cover that in the next video. So if you enjoyed this video, remember to like, subscribe, and share it with your friends, or just generally just watch the videos. You know, if you enjoy watching the videos, just do that, or just do whatever you guys do, you know. And I will talk to you later.